The balls used by the greatest athletes on Earth, in every World Cup, Champions League, and Olympic Games, all come from one single city. You just don't know its name because corporate giants hide it. Adidas handed them a brutal ultimatum: build a high-tech production line that normally takes 6 months in just 33 days. If they failed, China would take everything. Failure wasn't an option. They pulled off a miracle, and today, they churn out 75,000 soccer balls every single day, controlling 70% of the entire global market. Welcome to Sialkot, Pakistan, the unassuming city that secretly built a global football monopoly. To understand the scale of this, we have to go back to 1991. Khawaja Masood Akhtar, a civil engineer by trade, opened a small sweatshop in Sialkot with just 50 employees. At the time, they were producing a mere 1,000 hand-stitched balls a month in a highly saturated manual labor-driven market. Sialkot already had a history of sports manufacturing dating back to 1883, but the industry was completely artisanal. Akhtar looked at football production differently. He saw it as an engineering problem. By 1994, his precision-focused approach won Forward Sports its first contract with the global giant Adidas. But the early 2000s brought an existential threat to Sialkot. Major brands like Nike completely severed ties with other local producers following severe allegations of child labor, leaving thousands of local stitchers unemployed and shifting massive orders to China and Thailand. The Sialkot cluster was dying. To survive, Forward Sports executed a massive pivot. In 2003, Akhtar implemented lean manufacturing principles to drastically reduce waste. By 2004, the company heavily mechanized its cutting and printing processes. But the definitive breakthrough happened in 2007. Forward Sports spent an entire year reverse engineering thermal bonding technology, the process of fusing ball panels together using heat rather than thread, a technique previously monopolized by Chinese manufacturers. This single innovation allowed them to capture the high-end professional market. When Adidas's Chinese suppliers were struggling to meet the demand for the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, Akhtar stepped in. Adidas gave Forward Sports an impossible deadline: set up a highly customized computer-operated production line in just 33 days, a process that normally takes 6 months. They succeeded, producing the Brazuca. The Brazuca completely changed the physics of professional football. By reducing the ball to just 6 identical boomerang-shaped panels, Forward Sports created a seamless surface that reduced water uptake to nearly zero. In professional football, engineering a ball is fundamentally an exercise in aerodynamics. Designers have to solve the drag crisis, ensuring that the boundary layer of air stays attached to the ball's surface at high striking speeds so its flight path remains stable and predictable. Because of this, the testing labs at Forward Sports look more like aerospace facilities. Inside, balls are fired from pneumatic shooter machines more than 3,500 times to test durability. They undergo extreme abrasion tests, zipper tests for equipment bags, and microscopic roundness checks. Year after year, the technology scaled. For the 2018 World Cup in Russia, Forward Sports manufactured the Telstar 18, embedding a near-field communication, or NFC, chip inside the ball to turn it into a digital interface. For the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, they produced the Al Rila. It was the first official match ball manufactured using exclusively water-based inks and glues, making it the most environmentally sustainable ball in FIFA history. And for the 2026 World Cup across North America, Forward Sports is producing the Trionda. The Trionda features just 4 thermally bonded polyurethane panels, the lowest panel count in World Cup history, and houses a suspended internal sensor that transmits highly accurate movement data to video assistant referees in mere seconds. However, the hypermechanization of Forward Sports has not been without deep friction. The rapid industrialization sparked intense labor disputes. In August 2015, workers at Forward Gear, a subsidiary manufacturing bags for the company, staged a massive 3-day strike. Employees were churning out products that retailed for hundreds of euros on the global market, yet they were being paid less than 125 euros a month, with reports citing base wages as low as $36. Workers alleged they were operating in heavily surveilled environments resembling cages. The strike ground production to an absolute halt, forcing management to the table. It ended in a landmark victory for the workers, who secured a 15% salary increase, the reinstatement of fired employees, and the official recognition of their labor union. Since that turning point, Forward Sports has radically institutionalized its social compliance. Today, the company is a member of the Fair Labor Association, adheres to SA 8000 certification standards, and boasts an astonishing employee retention rate of 98.6%. In a region where female labor force participation is historically suppressed, the company has become a pioneer, currently employing around 600 women on its high-tech assembly lines. Economically, the impact of this single company is staggering. Between February 2025 and January 2026, Forward Sports recorded an import turnover of nearly $26 million for raw materials, and an export turnover exceeding $86 million. The broader Sialkot sports manufacturing cluster generates roughly $1.65 billion annually for Pakistan. The logistics required for this volume were so immense that when the federal government failed to provide adequate infrastructure, Sialkot's entrepreneurs, including Forward's leadership, simply pooled their own money and built the Sialkot International Airport themselves. Now, Forward Sports has evolved into a transnational empire. They have launched Forward Egypt, a massive 15,000 square meter facility in Cairo's Badr city. As the only Adidas-approved factory in the Middle East, it pumps out 3.5 million balls a year. Looking toward the 2034 World Cup, they are already finalizing a joint venture to expand operations deep into Saudi Arabia, keeping 70% of the core manufacturing in Pakistan while shifting the finishing and distribution to the kingdom to localize the supply chain. Every time a stadium of 80,000 fans erupts, every time a player strikes a ball from outside the penalty box, the physics, the aerodynamics, and the flawless execution of that moment were engineered by the workers of Sialkot. Pakistan might not play the world's game, but they are the ones who build it.